That same night, Wubin couldn't sleep. He lay awake on his bed, his mind in turmoil, as the image of Kim lying on the floor with stab wounds replayed over and over again in his head. No matter how hard he tried to shake it off, the horrifying memory clung to him like a shadow. He thought about how undeserving she was of such a cruel fate, how she had finally begun to change, to grow into a better version of herself. She had started to let go of the pain and darkness that once consumed her. She was on the path to healing, and for once, she seemed genuinely happy. Silently, he prayed that she was okay, that somehow she had pulled through. That was what she deserved. He reached for his phone, unlocked it, and searched for any updates. But there was nothing. No news, no reports, no confirmation. The uncertainty tormented him. He couldn't rest without knowing the truth. He had been the last person to see her, to talk to her before it all happened. Their conversation had been light, hopeful even. For the first time, he had seen her laughing and smiling genuinely, as though the weight she carried had finally lifted. As the weight of his thoughts grew unbearable, curiosity and anxiety gnawed at him until he decided to call Kim's father. The phone rang for what felt like an eternity before it was finally answered. The voice on the other end was low, barely audible. Wubin, still holding on to hope, asked softly if Kim was okay and if she was recovering. There was a long silence, the kind that made his heart race. Before he could ask again, Kim's father broke the silence. His voice trembled as he delivered the devastating news: Kim was gone. Wubin shot to his feet, frozen in disbelief. It felt as though something had been violently ripped from his chest. That was not the answer he had prepared himself for. He asked again if it was certain, if there was any chance it wasn't true, but Kim's father confirmed it once more before quietly ending the call. Wubin stood there, rooted to the spot, unable to move. A deep sense of guilt wrapped itself around him like chains. He should have saved her. He had failed her. If only he had stayed a little longer, if only he had sensed that something was wrong, maybe, just maybe, he could have changed the outcome. The crushing weight of helplessness shattered him from within. He moved slowly, almost mechanically, out of his room and into the kitchen. Without thinking, he grabbed a bottle of whiskey and walked out into the garden. The air was cold and still, echoing the emptiness he felt inside. He sat down, alone beneath the night sky, and began to drink. With every sip, memories of Kim flooded his mind, her plans to turn her life around, her dream to start her own company, her hope to finally find peace. All of it had been taken from her, and most of all, he blamed himself. He had been there, he had witnessed her pain, and yet he hadn't saved her. The thought tore through him like a blade. As the bottle grew lighter, he fought back tears that threatened to escape. A sudden burst of anguish consumed him, and he slammed his fist on the table, unable to hold the pain in any longer. That was when Dr. Anna walked out, her steps slow and steady. She approached him without a word and sat beside him, gently taking the bottle from his hand. Her eyes never left his face.